We go from the Giants at 13 years, $350, to the Mets at 12 years, $315, and now to the Minnesota Twins, 6 years, $200. So many, half the years. How did we get to this point with Minnesota?
We got to this point, Sage, because the San Francisco Giants and New York Mets were spooked by Carlos Correa's lower right leg in the ankle area, and the notion that they were going to commit a decade plus to him with uncertainty about his ability to stay healthy over the course of the duration of that contract just proved too much. In Minnesota, where Carlos Correa, remember, played last year, where he starred last year, where he put up 5+ wins above replacement and was beloved in the clubhouse, saw an opportunity. The Twins were willing to go to 10 years and $285 million before the injuries manifested themselves and before the Giants were out and the Mets were out. And now with a vesting option potentially on top of that 6 years and $200 million, the contract could wind up being 10 years and $270 million, Sage.
Okay. That's a lot to absorb there. Jeff, let me start with the last line of your tweet, which does say pending a physical. Obviously, the Twins are very familiar with the situation, which probably leads to why they just did the 6 years, at least initially. What is your understanding of how this could go with this time around, the third time?
Carlos Correa, I believe, is in Minnesota today taking a physical, and the hope and expectation is that he is going to pass this. Now, we have to understand, when you have a term of only 6 years compared to the 13 of the Giants or the 12 of the Mets, it's a little easier to project out for doctors, and there's a little more leeway that if this injury is going to be problematic long term, perhaps it's not going to affect him by his age 33 season, which would be the 6th year of this contract. So I think because of that, the Twins are more comfortable, and they're also more familiar with his medicals, having had him last year with the team and having seen him over the course of the entire season. And one thing we have to remember, Sage, this is an injury that happened in 2014 when he had surgery. He was in the minor leagues. He's played 8 big league seasons, and over the course of those 8 big league seasons has not spent any time on the injured list because of this injury.